So, JoJo Siwa has officially lost her mind. I seriously don't know how someone that was so iconic around 10 years ago can fall to such a level that JoJo Siwa has. But seriously, there is nothing normal about the videos we have to go over today from JoJo Siwa's TikTok. I've never made a video about JoJo before, but I used to have her face plastered all over my screen when I was a kid watching ABC and Nickelodeon. JoJo was always, you know, the star of the show, the star of the TV show. But nowadays we have videos on her TikTok page and podcast appearances where she's made, I don't even know what to call this, probably the weirdest videos and weirdest appearances I've ever seen on the planet. Like seriously, what goes wrong in your life to where this is what you're doing? So anyways, let's start off with JoJo Siwa's recent appearance on the Talk Tour podcast. Honestly, we're colliding two of the greatest worlds together. I couldn't think of the two greatest assets on the planet than the Talk Tour podcast with Haley Welch and JoJo goddamn Siwa. I seriously can't wait for this. So the clips I'm about to show you are from the actual Talk Tour YouTube channel. So these are the clips that they thought, yeah, we'll post them because they're amazing. So let's have a look.
You hot to?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, 3 seconds in. Look, I had to pause that 3 seconds in. I'm sorry, I know you guys really don't want me to, but Jesus Christ, like the first 3 seconds, do you hawk to her? Yeah, I actually do. Like, what is this? I don't care how old you are or like whether you're close with your parents or not, but like imagine your parents watching this and then seeing this. Like, bro, I could never do this sort of thing on a podcast. Like, bro, going into these topics like deep on the internet is just a recipe for disaster, I feel like.
Sometimes a little spit can go a long way.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think I make a verbal like with it,
I
but
feel like you definitely should in the name of me.
I kind of like let it like drool out of my mouth, I guess. My girlfriend's gonna kill me.
That was probably the greatest podcast clip I think I've ever seen on the entire planet. Thank you so much, Haley Welch, for picking this clip out of a 1-hour podcast and actually putting it back onto your YouTube channel. Jesus Christ, we have a lot of work to do as a society if these are the type of podcasts that are getting millions of views right now. This is one of the biggest podcasts in the world right now. Like, you guys need to understand this. And this is one of the highlights of that podcast. Like the best clip that they could find. Oh my god, bro. Seriously, like, I just let it... Like, that is... Like, bro, that's disgusting. Why are you saying that on a podcast where millions of people are watching? And it's even worse, bro. Why are YouTube promoting this podcast in the algorithm? It actually doesn't make any sense. I know that it's a meme and everyone's like, oh, I'm sitting here watching the Talk Tour podcast with my lunchly and, you know, washing it down with some Prime while listening to that new KSI. But, like, bro, it's a meme. It's not actually supposed to be getting views. Why is it, like, actually blowing up and people are genuinely watching it? I don't get this, bro. Like, no way this clip is getting millions of views. That is unreal.
So Haley's vagina is named Big Martha.
Okay.
Do you have a name for yours?
I think we're about to.
Frank.
Frank
the Tank.
Can it be cute or can it be Frankie?
Yeah, I think
Frankie the
Frankie.
Tanky.
Oh my god, I can't be bothered. Bro, I'm literally on the second video and I'm already about to die. Seriously, when naming JoJo Siwa's, I guess Poochie Minyanya is what she called it before. I can't believe I actually just said that out loud. There's a clip going out there where, like, Haley Welch made some really funny joke using the word that I just said there. What is this podcast? Seriously, I could just retitle this video reacting to the Talk Tour podcast. We have some more clips from JoJo Siwa's actual TikTok account. We will go over them at the end of this video. But for right now, I'm so interested in this podcast. Why are these the clips coming from the actual channel? These aren't just some random fan accounts I'm getting these clips from. These are the clips from the actual Talk Tour podcast channel. Seriously, Haley, why is this a topic of discussion? Like, how do you have a conversation on a podcast and this is what it leads to? Naming the guests like privates or whatever. I can't be bothered. Frankie the Tanky, like, get the hell out of here.
Frankie.
Frankie the Tanky.
Frank.
Chelsea, what we try to name yours?
Doug. That's what you try to name
Doug. I
it.
feel like I'm Sally.
Sally. Yeah.
Like it's giving clean
Sally.
Sally, nothing special, but like.
And she tried naming mine Doug.
I seriously am starting to gain a very big distaste towards this podcast. I'm really starting to not like it. I mean, I already didn't like it to begin with, but like every clip I watch of this podcast, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. It does not get better. Seriously, and then when JoJo Siwa goes, it's giving clean, it's giving... Bro, shut up, please. Oh my god, like please just go back to Nickelodeon in. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this podcast actually unironically getting a ton of views and unironically being successful. Like, I sound like such a hater right now. But seriously, bro, the Talk to a Podcast is in like I saw a tweet where it was like in the charts of some sort. It was in like the top 100 or top 10 or something like that. Like, how is that a thing? Please, why are we doing this?
You go viral right off of saying this thing. It's really a thing you do.
Yeah. I mean, I can do it if I'm not intimidated, but he intimidates me. Now, if I do not give a fuck about this dude and I'm just in it for, like, you know, the hit and run, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no problem. You know?
When did this start?
Like, my ex-boyfriend, he's actually the one.
He's the one that...
He taught me how to do it.
So then at what point were you about to suck a man off and you looked at him and you said...
I don't think I've ever said it out loud like hawk too, you know?
This might just be the worst collab I've ever seen in my whole life. Look, bro, you got KSI and Logan Paul teaming up, KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast teaming up. That was a pretty bad collab. I mean, they created Lunchly, right? Like, obviously that's terrible. But I don't think I've seen a collab much worse than Haley Welch and JoJo Siwa. Actually, I'm not even gonna call you Haley Welch. I think it's just the Hawk to a Girl, or the Talk to a Girl, whatever it is. This might just be the worst collaboration of a conversation I think I've ever seen in my life. The fourth wall really should not have been broken here. Seriously, is the Hawk tour something you really do? Like, that's the topic of discussion right here. That's the clip that is worthy of being on your YouTube channel in the form of a short and a TikTok. Seriously, Haley Welch, come on. I mean, bro, like I just said before, like, imagine Haley Welch, your parents, like, watching this clip. I swear to God, is that not embarrassing for you? Is it not embarrassing you sitting here, like, saying all these things, like, talking about Hawk tour all the time and then having your parents watch that? Like, bro, if my parents were watching me, like, do a clip like that where I'm saying all this outrageous stuff about, like, what, like, ex-boyfriends and girlfriends and all that, I don't think I could survive. That's probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, bro, imagine your family members watching this. That's all I gotta say, Haley. And to you too, JoJo, like, you're not being much better. Anyways, there's more clips to go over from the Talk to a Podcast, but I think it's time that we move on to probably, like, one of the weirdest things I've seen from JoJo Siwa. Pretty much on her TikTok page, she, like, decided to dress up as, like, a fuzzy ball. That's really the only way I can describe this right now. I don't know what the hell this is, but I think it's best we just take a look. Like, bro, I'm sorry, what is this? What in the pom-pom with some green fluffy slippers goofy fit have we got going on here? I don't even know what this is for. Like, I'm really hoping this is like a Halloween party or something. I really hope it's not like an actual, like, genuine, you know, I'm trying to dress up and look cool. Because what the hell is this fit? Like, if I got caught walking out in public with this fit, I'll tell you right now, like, in the place that I live, I'd be getting stabbed. I swear to God, like, there is no way I'd be surviving rocking this fit out in public. And you really turn to the camera acting like everyone on the TikTok's gonna be like, oh my God, JoJo, this is an amazing fit. Oh my God, this is crazy. Like, what is this, JoJo? Please explain what we're doing here. I'm still extremely confused. And look, JoJo Siwa, I feel like, has also just been losing her mind completely. Like, aside from this video, on her TikTok page, she has this thing where she just, like, responds to hate comments for what seems like no reason at all. Like, you don't need to be responding to hate comments if you're as big as JoJo Siwa. She has 45 million followers on TikTok, and she's sitting here responding to hate comments. Take a look at this. JoJo, your album saved me. I wasn't able to get out of bed for my phone for my whole life, and when I played it on the radio, I had to get up and turn it off. Love, bro, that is crazy. And then she replies, so happy my song is saving lives. There's so many factors to this video that are just like triggering my brain so much and just like, it's just eating me alive right now. Firstly, it's just the fact that like she's sitting here dancing to a song and it's just so absolutely cringe. Like, I don't know if you guys just saw that, but that was the cringiest thing I've ever seen. But I think it's the fact as well that like she's doing this really thinking that like she's doing something here. She's sitting here thinking, yeah, this'll show the haters. Like, I don't really care. I'm not actually that affected by the comment. It's clear you're affected by the comment, JoJo. Let's not get it twisted here. Again, bro, bro, you have 45 million followers. You don't gotta be responding to hate comments on TikTok. Seriously, like, is that really what you're doing with your life? I mean, bro, I get hate comments all the time. We all get hate comments. Anyone who has any sort of following on any platform on social media is going to get hate comments, no matter who you are. You don't need to make full-length TikToks responding to them, being like, so happy my song is saving lives, acting like, oh yeah, I don't actually care that much. I'm just gonna make an ironic TikTok. If you're responding to a hate comment, if you're making entire TikToks about it, it is so clear that the TikToks are getting to you. There is no way JoJo doesn't go to sleep at night thinking about the fact that people don't really like her because she's corny as hell. Mainly because of the Talk to Her podcast, but also, like, bro, the furball video where she's dressing up like a pom-pom, like, I just can't be bothered. And then this video right here really doesn't help you either. Anyways, that's it for JoJo Siwa. I'm done. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.